Hey guys, what's going on? Sentient Potato here, and welcome to another episode of StarchCast! Episode 4, with the illustrious FETUSBERRY Crunch! How are you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm doing very well indeed. Thank you very much for asking. Just indulging in a bagel here, actually.
Yeah.
As it happens. Yeah.
So, why don't you introduce yourself? Let people know what you're doing, what you got going on.
Well, sure. I am FETUSBERRY Crunch, the man, the myth, the legend, the meat mountain, the beef burger. I am. I'm that guy. I'm not a big deal, but some people have heard of me.
That is fair. So, obviously the first question I gotta ask is, that copy pasta back in, the 5th of April 2019 that gained major notoriety, why, out of curiosity, like, what was going through your mind? Like, did you ever think it would become as popular or any of that as it did?
Well, no, I never foresaw any kind of popularity. I didn't expect it to gain any traction at all. But with the way these things tend to go, I probably should have seen that coming. It was really low effort on my part. I chose to be a bit melodramatic for comedic effect. But it does describe how I feel about the situation. That guy in particular. But no, I mean, shoot, man, that was just another shit post. I mean, it's I do stuff like that all the time. It's just mostly nobody notices. But that ended up blowing up. Ended up doing numbers. I got interviewed by a couple of games journalists. I even got a thing written about me in the BBC. I mean, it was the BBC Online, but still in British Broadcasting Corporation. That was wild, man. Very surreal.
I still can't believe that you got even referenced in Pop Team Epic. Like, that was still wild.
Yeah. I had been told that the copy pasta really resonated with Japanese people, but man, yeah, in an anime, that was wild. I mean, I was just amazed that Cam Clark had done it as Liquid Snake. That was a huge deal for me because, I mean, of course, I really like Metal Gear Solid, but he was also the voice of Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle, when I was growing up. And so here is this guy like reading my words, and yeah, that was wild, man. I think I was at a Red Robin at the time I saw that happen, and like I couldn't even eat. I was so blown away.
Understandable, man. That's pretty awesome. For those of you guys who don't know the copy pasta, by the way, it was, you cheated not only the game, but yourself. You didn't grow, you didn't improve. You took a shortcut and gained nothing. You experienced a hollow victory. Nothing was risked and nothing was gained. It's sad that you don't know the difference.
That's me.
Like, crazy how far, how much these things resonate. Like, even now, like, that is still, like, even though people don't reference it as much, it still resonates with people.
Oh man, I keep saying it's surreal. I've been saying it for years, and actually that in itself is pretty surreal to me. It keeps popping up. When it was taking off, I had seen it translated into different languages. I saw it translated into like Hebrew. Yeah, very, very strange. And here we are, just about 4 years later, 5 years later. And it's still there. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, because it really was just another shitpost, it was just something I was throwing out there, and it ended up hitting it big.
How the best things tend to go. Like, you do some of the best shit posts and all that on Twitter.
Well, it's very strange because it's like typically the popularity of a tweet, the popularity is inverse. It's like it's inversely related to how much effort was put into it.
Oh yeah, the lower effort, the more people really enjoy it. Like, if you were to put something really, really elaborate together, no one gives a shit. Like, it's wild to me, because, like, when I came on the internet, like, my first time, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, that, I'm going to put all my effort in, like, especially with Twitter, and then it was like, wow, this is doing fuck all. Alright, let's see. tit funny. Holy shit,
Mm,
those are number.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly how it works, man. I put out like, oh god, I've been on Twitter for more than 10 years. Um,
You
mm,
poor bastard.
Actually, more than 11 years at this point.
Damn.
Um, I've put out, well, no, not quite. Not quite. Coming up and on that, but yeah, I've been on Twitter for more than 10 years, and let me see, I got it on my screen here. How many? I've made 351.9 thousand posts.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because Twitter's my favorite mobile game. That's why. And I put out like what I think of as being, very funny, very thoughtful stuff sometimes, and it never, ever, ever gets anywhere. But I put out a picture of an airplane with its nose cone in some water with the word schlorp written a whole bunch of times, right? And that blew up. That has done huge numbers.
Well, that is pretty funny, though.
I mean, it's funny, sure, but for Christ's sake, that was not. I was like, it looks like the airplane's drinking. Well, that sounds like the sound that a dog would make, slurp, slurp. Okay, that's what I'll do is I'll put that together. And then, like, what the fuck? It blew up. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I think genuinely my most popular post I made was back when I was a real argumentative feller, and like I think, not quite a million impressions. It was like close to 500,000 if I recall right. And it was
Wow.
just the most low effort, me just kind of being an asshole to be an asshole thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, holy shit, why are you people here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What the fuck is happening? Like, no, you don't understand. This is not good content. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. Maybe it's funny, but for fuck's sake, I put in so much work on all of this other stuff and nobody cares. So, you know,
Speaking
sometimes
of,
it can be a bit
yeah.
disheartening. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a shame because especially for like YouTube and whatnot. I
Mm,
make content. It's mostly long form. I just record and then upload. But
mm-hmm.
like I put that stuff and it does nothing. Meanwhile, this morning even, which would be yesterday for you guys, I did a 19-second video of me bitching about it snowing. I
Mm-hmm.
last count I believe was like 20,000 views or something. Let me actually pull that up.
Wow.
Meanwhile, most of my stuff gets like 20 at most usually. I'm sorry, not 20,000, 2.3 thousand. But still, for me, that is major because let me just actually check what my most popular videos are real quick. Alright, sort by most viewed. My most popular videos are from over 7 years ago, 9 years ago, 5 months ago, 9 years ago, 5 months ago. Like, it's mostly old
Mm-hmm.
shit, and it's like the highest one on that is 662 views. And it's like, holy shit, like, it's weird that the most low effort shit posts, like, seem to get the most traction.
Yeah. I thrown a bunch of just trash onto YouTube over the years. Um, some of it, some of it I put in a bit more effort than the others. Like my FETUSBERRY Crunch Vision, my visual trash, that stuff. I'm editing for an hour to get 2 minutes of footage, and mostly they don't go anywhere. But for some reason, the algorithm blessed me, and one of yeah, there it is. My most popular is my fifth in my FETUSBERRY Crunch Vision series, and it has 1,033 views. I don't know how the hell that happened. I mean, nobody likes any of the rest of my stuff to get it even over 100. But yeah, 1,000 on one of them. Hey,
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I'm happy that people are seeing it, but my God.
Out of curiosity, what's your viewer retention look like the view time?
Mm.
Like, if you have the
I
YouTube,
I never bothered to look.
that's
Let me
fair.
see. I have no idea how to tell, man. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Um,
I'm not sure how to do it on the website, but with the YouTube Studio app, like it'll like show you how much watch time you have if you tap on your videos. Like my most recent one, most recent, but yesterday, 37 seconds, which not the best, but could be way worse, I figure. Then go like to the one before that, 14 minutes 32. Like it's weird, like what grasps and
Oh,
how long it grasps for.
there we go. So under my analytics tab there, it says key moments for audience retention. Yeah, okay. 32 seconds.
It's about right.
And it's mostly in the very beginning. Average percentage viewed 26%. So yeah, 41% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I know it sucks, but I have fun doing it, so that's why it happens.
Exactly. Like if you're not having fun, what's the point? I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized I should probably have muted that channel real quick. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
I just got a notification popping up, which will show up on the YouTube
Oh.
thing. Lewd
Mm-hmm.
Zone person has Twitter.com. Whoops, I knew I was forgetting something.
Wow.
Fuck it, we do it live.
Fucking we ball.
Exactly.
We thug that shit out.
I ain't editing shit, mostly just because I do not know how to edit, but that's besides the point.
I've gotten pretty good at editing, actually. That's how I do my my visual trash and FETUSBERRY Crunch Vision and that. A while back, one of my Twitter friends, like, he's got a whole thing going, and he said, "Oh man, my editor is going to be like out of commission for a while. Does anybody know how to do that?" I thought, well, I'll mess around with my fancy phone and see what I can. Oh, I can edit these memes. Oh, okay, I can stitch together a bunch of these memes. Oh, y'all bitches are in trouble. So I started doing that, and then I thought, well, I have thousands of memes saved on my phone. I might as well, and that's what started that. I had a whole bunch of adjectives just go by right there, but none of them apply. My stupid meme videos nobody watches. Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy them.
Thank you for being one of the nobodies. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man, we're the best.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, well, it's just like my podcast. You know, I record that. I don't expect anybody to actually listen.
For those of you guys who don't know, FETUSBERRY Jam, check it out.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I don't listen to it, but yeah, sure. If you want, you can. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, and that actually, I think the main reason I've been doing the FETUSBERRY Jam, and before that I was doing nothing in particular, but the cast changed and the location changed and yada yada. Anyway, I think the reason I've been doing FETUSBERRY Jam for so long, because it has been years, is because it's really 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 low effort. I set it up to record, and then I put the phone down and I go back to drinking, usually with my brother, and we just talk about, well, we Seinfeld it. It is a show about nothing.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah,
if you enjoy it, like hell yeah.
I mean, I'm drinking and hanging out with him anyway, so might as well record it. I have actually had a couple of people, come and say like, it's pretty good. It's like being a fly on the wall, and you guys are entertaining enough. I'm like, well, okay. I mean, if you want to give me an hour of your time, I guess. I do. I review movies with him sometimes. We did the latest Ninja Turtles movie.
How is that, by the way?
Dog shit.
I'm not surprised. The last good
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was the 90s, or that last 90s one. Was it like part 3?
That would be Turtles 3. That's the one where they went through time. That was not a very good movie.
Hell no.
With everything that came after, it's not that bad. But that's the Star Wars effect.
I mean, like, I loved those movies. Like, when I was a kid, I even liked them as an adult. But, like, I do not like the newer ones at all.
The first two are good. The third one's not great. The one that came out after that, like the CG one where Raph was the Night Thrasher, whatever the hell it was, that one wasn't bad. And then the Bay movies they're a fucking waste.
I tried watching one of those when I was...
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
Like, I tried watching the Bay movies, like, back when I was house
Mm,
sitting for a friend, because they had Netflix. They left the
mm,
TV with a Roku, so, I was house sitting for them. And
mm-hmm.
the one who I was house sitting with fucking loved the movie. I thought
Oh,
it was complete and utter dog shit. And,
yeah.
I tried being polite, hold the peace, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, great movie. Like, teeth
Yeah, this is
clenched, the big
cool.
old grimace
Yeah.
on my face and everything, but,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Cool.
I couldn't
Yeah,
even
it's
manage that.
oh man, yeah, they're really, really, really bad. I hate everything about it. The Bay Transformers as well.
See, that's interesting.
I
Like,
can't do it.
I like the first two Bay Transformers movies, but I hate
I hate the
the other
designs.
ones. That is understandable. The designs
Yeah,
are terrible, but the movie, like, for a time waster, ain't bad.
I would. I mean, there's so many other things I'd rather do. I could read. I could
It's
give
so
myself splinters, I guess, and pull the splinters out, or play with magnets, or I don't care. Just like, nah, I can't do it, man. It's oh, they're entertaining, and it's all about the spectacle. I can't tell what the fuck is going on. The
that's fair.
designs of these transformers are too goddamn busy, and then you get the trademark Bay camera work and this and that. I don't know what the fuck is happening. This guy's throwing this guy, and now they're sliding, and this is happening, and there's whoa, no, nope, way too much for me.
That
Way
is
too much
fair.
for me. No thanks.
Speaking of movies that are way too much, what are your opinions
Hmm.
on the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies?
Oh man, what I think I saw. I had a friend. Well, we don't talk anymore, but I had a friend who was a big Trekkie, and we watched what I think the first two of them in the theater.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I would rather you talk about a time waster. Sure, those are okay. I've never been a big Trekkie anyway. Never really been a big thing for me. I mean, it's fine if it's on and I can't control the TV. Like if I don't have the buttons.
That's fair.
Um, it's fine. Star Trek's fine. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But I don't know. For me, I was always much more a warsy.
A Warzy?
Yeah, they have Trekkies and they have warsies,
I have
right?
never heard the term Warzy ever.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a stupid term that was come up with in the '90s and it never ever caught on ever at any
Huh.
point.
So it
Uh-huh.
went about as well as Jar Jar, huh?
It went about as well as Esperanto. Um,
Ah, even better.
See, there you go. Well, because Jar Jar, I mean, at least people cared enough about to hate.
Yeah,
People still talk about Jar Jar and everything, and you got fan theories and this and that. Nobody. Your reaction to the term Warzy is absolutely reasonable. It's typical, and not in a bad way. It is completely expected because nobody uses that term ever, aside from me just now. So I'm probably the first one in more than 20 years who has said that. But
watch the Google searches spike up to a whole 14 for what the fuck is a Warzy?
yeah, yeah. A couple of people, like three people, are gonna go look for it. That's like 300,000 times the traffic that it's had. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's an old one that nobody cares about. But then it's like, what do you call a Battlestar Galactica fan? Like
A Cylon?
no, because those are the chromed out bad guys, aren't they?
I don't
I
fucking
never
know. I
really
haven't
got into
seen
that show.
Battlestar Galactica since I was a
Yeah.
really little kid.
Yeah, I never got into that show, but I think the Cylons are the chromed out bad guys. I think.
If I recall
Um,
right, yes, but I think the reboot was kind of weird when it came to that.
reboots are always weird.
The reboot though was like 2000s. Like for 2000s reboot trash, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
I remember there was a game, there was a Battlestar Galactica game that came out on like the PS2 and Xbox, and I was like, who the fuck is this for? But that was about the same time as they did that Spy Hunter reboot game, and we got another what was it, Gauntlet game, Gauntlet Seven Sorrows, right? And that was
I think there was
nobody talks
also
about that one
Dark
because it wasn't good.
Legacy around the same time.
Uh, Dark Legacy happened a little bit before that, as I recall, but I may be wrong. Let me see. Gauntlet Seven Sorrows, PS2 and Xbox. It came out in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah. My Hunter.
Nowhere to run.
PS2. Spy Hunter. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So Spy Hunter came out in 2001. Okay.
I remember seeing videos for that because I had a demo disc at one point that just had all these videos of demos plus Area 51's demo and
Oh
actually
yeah, nice.
and Ghost in the Shell was it like Standalone Complex or something like that.
Yep. Standalone Complex. Yeah.
Which great demos, but holy shit, man! Like Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run even looked like a garbage fire when I was a kid.
Which one was it? When did that come out? Okay, so
That was the one with
okay,
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
that was the one with the Rock. That was 2009. Okay,
Wait, that was '09?
so that was '09. That was the second game. Because
Really?
because the Spy Hunter reboot I just checked came out in 2001, which is right about the time I was working at Game Crazy. So that makes sense to me that I would remember that. Nowhere to Run was I was not interested in that at all. But 2009 for the Xbox, PS2, PC. Oh wait. So no, 2006. Okay. Yeah, it was 2009 for the PC version. 2006 for the Xbox and PS2. Okay.
Yeah, it was right around the same time as San Andreas, wasn't it?
Man, I think so. '06 or so? No, '06. I don't know. Let me see.
Like it was like if I remember, they were at least on the same demo disc, like the trailers.
San Andreas in 2004. Okay.
Okay, so weird. Then what the
Oh,
hell am I thinking of?
I don't know. You were right though about Gauntlet Dark Legacy coming out about the same time because that was '01. Yep, that one was.
I,
Man,
I mean, I'm gonna throw out a couple of games, or at least a game. Do you remember Champions of Norath?
I still play Champions of North Returns to Arms. Yeah, Return to Arms, absolutely.
No, I'm talking
I
like
still play
the
that.
original Champions of Norath.
I know. Yes, of course. I
Oh,
mean,
sorry.
I'm saying like I mean, yes, of
No, I know,
course.
but there was
I
like
know the original
a
because I
second
played
one
the
too.
sequel.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Like the original
yeah,
is pretty fun. I just started that pretty recently.
yeah. It's a good game. But I like Return to Arms a bit more because you get different characters. I mean, you get all of the characters from the first one, but you also get 2 extra characters. Yeah.
Fair enough. Sorry about cutting you off and kind
Oh,
of
that's fine.
blabbering there. So
No, that's fine.
out of curiosity, you've been on the internet for a long time. What is
Yes.
the wildest thing to ever happen, excluding the copy pasta, like from being on the internet? Like the wildest encounter you've ever had, or any of that?
Let's see. So I've been online since '97, I'd say, roundabout there. um, I don't know, man. I mean, I've had met girlfriends, started and lost friendships in great big flameouts, and I did so much stuff. I've gotten things sent to me from all around the world. There was a person I knew who lived in Saipan who came up here to Oregon because I suggested she should. And then, as I recall, she got like hooked on hard drugs and things took a weird turn.
Oh, damn.
Um, yeah, what? I was in like a local radio station's chat room, and a bunch of people I barely knew got together and threw a birthday party for me. That was my 16th birthday, I think it was.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's I had hookups online, like in real life, like people I met online, and then go and meet with those women, and
Been there, man.
um,
Good times.
I all kind of crazy stuff. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I don't know. Craziest thing. Well, yeah. I mean, I think probably copy pasta takes the cake, but I let's see. I won tickets a long time ago to see Zebrahead and Wheatus play.
How were they?
I mean, it was great. I mean, it was general admission, so I got to get up close and I saw Zebrahead and Wheatus back when they were popular. So that was probably 2001, 2002, something like that.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah, somewhere in through there. Yeah, just all kind of. I couldn't even tell you, man. It's very strange. A lot of things have transpired in all of my years online. It's just it's strange to think about because, of course, there was a point in my life where the internet wasn't a thing. But it came out, and I was given access. Well, it was readily available to the public anyway, and I was given access, and it's been, I don't know, it's been a part of my life for so long. Jeez, it's pretty wild to think about.
Indeed. Also, sorry if this is a weird question, but
Hmm.
how old are you, man?
Oh, right now I'm 38.
Oh, wow, you are much older
Wait,
than
is
I
that
am.
right?
I'm
No,
23.
Oops. No, I'm 39. My
Okay.
bad. Yeah, this year I'll be 40. Oops.
I wouldn't have said anything,
Yeah.
man, if you wanted to say you're 38.
Yeah, well, no, it's just I spent a whole year saying I was 38, and it turns out, oops, past couple of months, no, I've been 39. Oh,
It happens.
oops. So yeah. No, I'm an old man. I'm ancient by internet standards. You're old too by internet standards.
Am I really
Um,
considered old by internet standards?
yeah, you're in your 20s. You're
What?
practically retirement age. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Me, I'm so old by internet standards. I'm petrified. I'm turning into dust here over here. That kind of thing.
Okay.
That sort of age. I'm like a living fossil. I remember how things were. I remember the sounds of dial-up internet. I
So
mean,
do
I
I.
you
Like, I had dial-up until, like, I think 2009 or 10.
know. Yeah, but see, even 2010. Here we are, year of our Lord Anno Domini, 2024. 2010 was, like 10,000 years ago, by internet time, right? Because time does move differently online.
True enough.
Couple of weeks is, a decade, right?
Ugh,
Um,
that is a depressing thought.
it's really really strange, and that's something that I noticed a long time ago, and it's still very very true. Things move so damn fast online. I mean, well,
There's a
take memes
reason
for
they call it
example.
the information superhighway.
Yeah, there's that. Well, like take memes for example, right? How long ago was it that everybody? I mean, how even I did a couple of edits. How long ago was it that everybody was doing the naked guy in Bass Pro Shop?
Naked guy in Bass Pro. That I think I missed that meme. I think.
So some guy in the southeastern states here in the U.S. Apparently he had some sort of episode, and he stripped naked and got into the aquarium thing at a Bass Pro Shop,
Okay.
and that was a big meme, and it was everywhere for like a couple of days, and now it's gone, and it's like it has been gone, like it happened years ago now, and
That.
I think really a couple
Ouch.
of weeks.
That's crazy.
Let me see. Because I know I did edits, so I should be able to actually find my edits here. Because I know I put them onto the what was it, Creation of Adam, and I know I put them onto Venus de Milo as well.
What is that?
What, the Creation of Adam?
No, Venus and Milo.
Venus de
Oh,
Milo.
Milo.
The
Sorry.
yeah. The famous ancient sculpture.
Oh, fuck! I actually did see
Yeah.
that. I did see that one actually,
Okay, good. I'm glad you know what the Venus de Milo is. Yeah.
and
So
I saw that edit
yeah.
too.
There you go. Yeah.
If I recall right, didn't Wendigoon actually retweet that one?
Mine? I don't know.
Like
I
either
don't think
yours or
so.
one just like that got stolen from you. One of the two.
I mean, it would not surprise me if people were stealing my shit again. My fucking memes, man. Stealing my fucking memes, man. That's what happens, man. Other people steal my shit, man, and they make it big. They do numbers, but I don't. I'm fucked. I'm just a dummy sitting over here in a drawer or something.
I mean,
Like a potato.
nah, man. I am sitting on a
Whoa.
rolling chair. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, okay. So I made that I made an edit January 6th. Here we are 10 days later, and it feels like it happened last year.
That is
And not
crazy.
not just recently last year. I mean like, July of last year. It feels like it happened forever.
That is
That's how the
very.
internet goes, man. There's so much new information all the time.
It is crazy how the internet does that. Because,
Mhm.
like, with some memes, like, some you see just come back and, make another resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, there was one I actually tried getting to come back into a resurgence. You probably saw me retweet it, the Shaggy foreskin meme.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you remember the what was it? Omega Shaggy,
Omega Shaggy. That was the Ultra
wasn't it?
Instinct, wasn't it?
No, Ultra Instinct. That was it. It was Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Yeah. And then that one game came out and referenced it and then disappeared.
Yeah, video games always ruin that shit. As soon as it gets
It's
actually recognized by pop culture, gone.
See, that's the thing though. What the hell is going on with my damn copy pasta? Right?
Yeah, that is strange, but I'm not complaining because it's funny.
No, I mean, I think it's cool. But I mean, I don't. This is probably the most talking about it I've done in a very long time. I don't try to keep it going. I understand these things. They come, they go. I've had my moment in the sun. I'm okay. I'm not trying to cash in on it. I'm not. That's why I never did any like merchandise. I had people coming to me and saying, "Hey, man, you gotta do something with this. You gotta strike while the iron's hot, man. You gotta like put out merchandise. You gotta do this. You gotta do that." Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's the fucking bro. Come on.
I was like, "Nah, it's okay." Like, I'm just, yeah, it's all right. Um, I never really did anything with that. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm the Sekiro pasta guy. Yeah, yeah, fine. But like, I'm not. That's not all. That's not all that I do. And I definitely don't go around and I'm like, hey, I wrote a copy pasta. What? 4 years ago. Like, it's
5 years ago,
astounding.
technically, wouldn't it be?
Just about. So it is absolutely astounding to me that anybody even still gives anything even remotely resembling a shit. I'm
Yeah.
just staying humble, man. That's my deal. You know,
So,
one of my greatest and most attractive personal traits, probably my humility. Yeah,
I could tell.
yeah, it's my jam. I stay humble. I don't like to talk about myself in a positive way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very self-deprecating, clearly.
So what about the man behind the mask? What's life or how's life treating you?
I mean, I don't have a whole lot to complain about at the moment. Like, I'm staying fed, staying warm, staying comfortable. Staying busy. That's for damn sure.
Pretty busy
Um,
here too lately, it seems like.
yeah, just been, bouncing around, man. Just trying to keep with it. Really, just trying not to get overwhelmed. Trying not to get you know discouraged. Just keeping with it. Just
Yep.
trying to stay cool. Yeah, that's that's my deal, man. That's how I like to stay. Is cool.
Out of curiosity, what was your favorite meme you ever saw on the internet that you wish would have stayed popular for a bit longer?
Oh boy, let's see. Favorite meme. Well, I like that. I really liked the Doduo Bellsprout hybrid meme. It was like "Stay strong for mother." That one was a good one. Um, I like that Frosted Butts meme with the cat with the long legs and the high heels. That's a good one. Um, as far geez, I mean, other ones that I've really enjoyed and the internet seems to have forgotten. Hell, I don't even know. I mean, I suppose I could check my like meme archive because I've got images that I saved back in like 2006. But off the top, hell, I don't know. I still like the Carl edits, which are still happening.
There's still
Carl,
Carl edits happening?
yeah, girl from Aqua Teens, yeah, I still see that around sometimes.
Oh,
Um,
that one. Yeah, fucking Carl.
yeah,
Those memes are great, especially the one
yeah,
on Namek.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, see that type of thing, right? So I mean, I still see those around sometimes. I think that's cool. Um, yeah, just I mean, hell, I don't know, memes in general. I don't know. Like I like quite a few of them. I could more readily name things that are happening that I don't like.
All right, what's
Um,
one meme you think should have died but is still popular?
What are some opinions that'll have you like this?
Yeah, that fucking meme. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That meme
Yep.
should have died immediately.
Yeah, I hate all of those. The Scopatu Mana, that
What
one.
is Scopatumana?
Yeah, here, let me type this in here. It's, I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah, that had been going around. It was exactly the same thing as what is a take on whatever that's going to have you like this. One of the things that's been happening recently that I hate is who got that one video?
Who got their one video?
Who got that one video? And it's
Oh,
stuff
that
like,
fucking yeah.
yeah, who got that one Halo video? Who got that one JoJo's video? Who got that one this? Who got that one oh my Christ,
I
dude.
did admittedly jump onto that for one thing, but that was just one Vine Sauce video because with him, like I know it's gonna probably sound cringy, but like his content's pretty hilarious. Not when it says who has that one video, it's like, does he ever miss? You know what I mean?
That's fair. I never got into the Vine Sauce, but I've seen some stuff. I think at some point Vine Sauce mentioned the copy pasta, which was cool. I've got a few internet buddies who will be like, "Hey, man, you got mentioned over here, you got mentioned over there," and mostly I'm just like, "Wow, hey, that's cool." I remember, oh, Cinemassacre,
Oh
Angry
yeah, you're
Video
friends
Game
with
Nerd.
Tony from Hack the Movies, ain't you?
Yeah, it's my buddy Tony. Turns out Tony and I got the same birthdays. We're birthday buddies.
Nice.
Um, And yeah, I in the Spawn video, the Super Nintendo Spawn video. Well, it was predominantly Super Nintendo, but in that Spawn video, the copy pasta actually came up twice, and so of course I'm flipping out and I'm thanking James Rolfe, and Tony contacts me and he goes, "Hey, I mean, not to brag or anything, but I'm actually the one who kind of pushed for that to be included." Okay, great. Cool. Let me talk to you then. And so started talking to Tony, and now I've been on a couple of his podcasts, and yeah, that's been cool. But I forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, the Vsauce thing. Yeah. So sure, yeah. Vine Sauce and lots of other places that's popped up. I don't watch. I don't do much internet stuff. I don't generally listen to podcasts or watch much of anything. I like regular car reviews. I like Ordinary Sausage.
Oh, they are great. Have
Oh,
you?
I like Botchamania. Yeah.
I gotta really catch up on that content. Like the last wrestling thing I was watching was Cultaholic.
I don't do Cultaholic. I also do Promo Joe. Yeah, because that content is very similar to Botchamania. There's actually a fair amount of overlap, but yeah, those are cool.
Have you ever watched
Um,
Dank Pods?
yeah, he's the Aussie. He likes the nuggets. He gets nuggets.
He also runs a car channel and a drum channel, and I think like a gaming
Yeah.
channel now too.
Okay. Yeah, because I've seen some of his videos where he's had, "Oh, I'm gonna drive my car over this nugget, and oh, I played a drum line to this. There was a song, and everybody could pick, and I chose they selected this song for me, and I was playing along, that type of thing. Yeah, absolutely.
You ever watch Wendigoon?
I may have seen a bit of a Wendigoon video at some point. I think maybe
Fair enough. My cats
I
love
may
his
have.
content for whatever reason. Like literally, like I
Yeah.
will put that on, and they will go from being little heathens, like utter menaces, and I got 5 in this camper with me. So like, if I
Mm,
can find shit to calm them down, I will.
yeah,
So like,
that makes good
Wendigoon's
sense.
videos are a friggin' godsend, because like 5 cats, especially when they get into the catnip, are
Oh yeah,
menaces.
yeah, they'd be wilding.
Out of curiosity, by the way, on the same subject of
Mm.
internet people, what is the wildest internet friend you made? Like just in general.
Oh, jeez. I there are certainly mutuals I'm more happy to have. Like the wrestler Megabyte Ronnie. Warhorse, actually, that's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool.
Roseanne followed me. Roseanne Barr, she followed me for a while, but unfollowed me at some point. I thought it was pretty cool when Chex Mix followed me. That was pretty neat. As far as like actual friends, people I talk to, yeah, I mean Megabyte Ronnie, Warhorse. Actually, I did a video edit for Warhorse. That was pretty cool. Geez, yeah. Probably them. I've made more like close personal friends, but they're not. I think they're cool people. They're just not huge deals.
And
They're not like
that's fair. Nothing wrong with just regular
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, I could like throw out a name and you'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, I've heard of them. Didn't they do this or that? Nah, they're just, cool people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the best part about the internet. You can just find some of the coolest people like that. Like who cares if they're popular or not? Like internet micro celebrity, who gives a shit? James from
Well,
Detroit,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I had a buddy called Detroit Mike. Yeah, he was pretty cool. I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
I
But yeah,
actually
yeah.
do have a couple of stories like that. Funny enough,
Okay.
it's. Oh, sorry. What were you saying though?
No, I was like strapped in for the story. I was a couple of stories like that. Oh, okay, cool. And then like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell them, but I do have stories. Sure, yeah. No, don't bore us with the talking. What else do we tune in for, right?
Nah, clearly they tuned in for the almighty girth of the FETUSBERRY crunch. Come on, man. What are you talking
Woo!
about?
I'm like Gary Oak. You can't ignore my girth. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, you're like Tiger Woods. They can't ignore your driver.
Big dog.
That meme should have lasted a bit longer.
That one, yeah. We definitely. I feel like we should let's get on that. Let's revive that. We
Hell
need the revival of that one. Yeah, those are and I saw them applied in very, very good ways. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. Let's bring that one back. Anybody out there listening, let's bring back that wasted Tiger Woods big dog meme.
Wait, he was actually wasted during that?
He looks wasted, doesn't he?
I thought he
Maybe
just
not for
more looks
me.
like he was exhausted. Like, you know that exhausted you look like right before you get sick?
There might have even been like they could have just taken the photo as he was blinking, whatever it was, but he looked hammered.
Oh yeah, no, he looked fucked up in some way, but I'm just not sure if it was alcohol or like he was about
No,
to
I
gack all over.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, let's bring that back. Let's make an effort.
We're gonna talk wild internet friends, though.
Mm.
Let's see. I think the strangest internet friend I made, like back when I made the current Twitter account I'm on, was probably Nerva.
That dude's wild. Yeah.
Like literally, when I first encountered that guy, I was like in the comments of a retro firearms meme. And I came across his account. I was like, yeah, this dude seems cool. Oh, boobs. Anyways.
Yep.
So I went there, followed him, and then it was like, immediately after boobs, I could build an exosuit.
Yep.
Like, you remember the whole exosuit saga, man?
He's man. that dude. He's always on one consistently.
Oh yeah, dude's crazier than a shithouse rat, but I love him.
Right. Whatever it's gonna be that he's on, who knows? But he's always on one.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. Right now, actually, he's posting some nude alien women. I think they are.
Nude.
I don't know.
Alien women. All right, you caught my interest.
Yeah. There's two of those three words that I like.
I see him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's he's doing stuff, man. He's out there being Nerva.
I mean, hey, if that's what makes him happy, more power to him.
I mean, I hope it makes him happy. He certainly does a lot of it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the worst parts about the internet. Like, you either doom scroll and become depressed, or you just keep constantly posting and posting and posting and kind of ruining your mental state that way, it seems like.
That doesn't happen with me, but I'm built different.
Yeah, is that what they
What can you
call
say?
it?
That's one of the things that they have called it, yes. That's one of the diagnoses, yeah. Uh-huh.
Fair
Sure. I mean,
enough.
I don't have it in writing or anything, but yeah. It's one of the diagnoses is built different, yeah. Um, yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know, man. I see like a lot of people doom scrolling, getting black pilled, this and that, and having a deleterious effect on their mental health. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. Maybe it's a mindset thing, but it's like to me, it's so much more like it's a mobile game. I call Twitter my favorite mobile game.
I genuinely think a lot of folk would be better if they just disconnected for a while and did like that meme that even still goes around now, it says, and, touched grass, for lack of better words.
Oh yeah. See, I was thinking about going and living in a cave, eating raw onions, drinking bear milk, and
I fucking saw that. Like,
yeah, yeah. I did make reference to it definitely. But that's it's what is that? It's like an image of this like caveman, like a giant caveman coming out of a cave with a big spear and like killing like dudes in like body armor and with machine guns and assault rifles. Yeah,
that was
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah. Uh-huh.
cave Nephilim or some shit like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So that was why when he said Nephilim, I thought, oh yeah, okay, yeah, bear milk and raw onions. Yeah, yep. Because that's how the brain makes connections, I guess, for
Yeah.
some of us.
I mean, going back to the internet topic, like,
Mm,
like you saw I had a hiatus from Twitter for a while.
mm-hmm.
Like, it helped a lot. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you probably saw, like, before I went off for Twitter, like, I was extremely angry. I was getting in
Mm-hmm.
fights all the time. Like, I fucking
Mm-hmm.
needed that break because, like, I was just taking the internet way too seriously, and that shit was actually starting to leak into my, real life.
That can happen. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, not with me, but I've certainly seen it happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's a shame.
It's very strange. There's a lot about this that is all uncharted territory. We don't know how it's going to turn out in the long run.
I assume scientists in the future are going to kind of look back on moments like this and be like, what the fuck was wrong with us as a people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, and there's the old Ted Kaczynski. It's like the invention of the internet is you know uh, has been disastrous for the human race, and we're only now beginning to see the consequences. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot out here that did not need to be, but nonetheless was.
yep. It doesn't get better, but it's not getting worse, at least right now.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that.
I was
Things
being
are
optimistic here, okay, man? Let me pretend to be the
optimism.
optimist for once.
Optimism. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it to you. You can have that, I guess.
According to my
All
friends, and
right.
I'm an absurdist, so, to make of that what you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that. That's fine. Absurdism is okay. You might as well have some fun, really.
Exactly. Life sucks
Yeah,
and
as
then you
long as you're
die, but
here.
at least you can wear clown makeup on the way.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to have my lifeless body. I'd like to have a harness on my body, and then have it pulled on a track through the air all around. My wake would
Nah,
be
man,
funny.
corpse trebuchet, launch that shit into the grave.
I mean, we could do that after. I just want to be, swung around uh, during my wake. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I could see that. Would be pretty awkward if you woke up on the thing, though. I'm not dead, you assholes.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be more like wee, you know,
Yeah, you
uh,
might have a point there.
drag me around on a harness, floating through the air, while floating, being dragged through the air, and waving this way and that. Yeah, absolutely. Come to, and it's like, what's happening here? And like, oh, I'm having fun. That's what's happening here. Awesome. Hell yeah.
That is a fair point, actually.
Right? Yeah, like let's have some fun before, because you say corpse trebuchet, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am saying that if you woke up being flung, you
Yeah.
may have some concerns,
Nah, man.
right?
Make sure that there is a bowl of popcorn and a cup of coffee along the way. I'm sure it'll be fine.
In-flight meal. How, how long do
Exactly.
you how long do you expect to stay airborne, man?
Depends on where I'm launched from.
Well, and what's that? The trebuchet can throw. I always forget. Damn it. Because there's that like meme that goes along with it, right? Trebuchet can throw an item of 100 kilograms, at least like however many meters. I don't know. It's all metric. That's why I forget.
Metric. Ig.
Yeah, it's like when I had a car that I actually had imported from Japan. The clock always screwed me up because it was set to metric time.
Okay. Yeah, and I never wait. What card do you have implement or imported from Japan?
I don't have it anymore, but it was a it was a 1992 Mitsubishi Delica Star Wagon with the crystal light roof.
Oh, damn, that's awesome. Actually,
Yeah, it was really nice. I don't have it anymore.
what's the coolest car you ever had?
Probably that one. that was a cool car. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It had two batteries actually. It was a cab over, so it was it didn't really have a nose on it. Right-hand drive. I had two seats in the back that actually swiveled. I had one bench seat in the back that could be laid flat to make like a bed. It had a separate stereo and separate climate control for the back. It had a cool box in the front that was actually for refrigerating like drinks and food and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, four-wheel drive. There was a turbo diesel. Yeah, yeah. It was a really really cool van. Yeah.
That blows away my coolest vehicle. My coolest vehicle that that we ever had was a like '92 Oldsmobile. It was the one that looked just like the Ford Crown Vic and the Mercury Grand Marquis. Like it was that
Sure.
Oldsmobile. We had it.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
bright blue, and from what I know, apparently the person who was driving at the time, my ma, she was
Hmm.
coming like across from an old restaurant that's no longer there called American Pie. Come on the road, and the drunk
Hmm.
driver took the whole front, and it did. It took the whole front, the whole engine and everything,
Hmm.
like off the car. She was totally fine, but it fucked her up. Still
Wow.
does. Because it was like
Well, of course it
2000,
would.
like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Like she was totally fine, but it took the whole front off the car, and that was a shame too, because that was the best car we ever had. I mean, we rented a really high spec like 2012 Town and Country for a while, but I still miss that
Oh,
Oldsmobile.
nice. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, yeah. See, my friend many years ago had what was it? I want to say it was a Buick Regal,
Ooh,
and like
damn.
that was a pretty sweet grandma car.
I mean, you call it a grandma car, but shit, I'd still like if I had my license, I would absolutely drive the hell out of one of those.
Oh, hey, I mean, I'm not saying grandma car like it's a bad thing. It's just one of those land boats that are usually driven by grandmas these days. That's all.
I know,
Yeah.
it's like if we're talking grandma cars,
Hmm.
pretty recently, like a couple of years ago, so one of the like friends of my mom actually purchased an Oldsmobile Cutlass, or is it Oldsmobile
Nice.
Cutlass? Either way,
Oh yeah, Cutlass. Yeah.
yeah, and that was a really freaking cool car. Like it's in good nick. It even has all the original badges. Like and, like I never thought I'd see one of those. It is one of the
Yeah, it was
coolest
yeah,
things.
Oldsmobile Cutlass. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, oh yeah, and they are very cool. Yeah.
Out
Oh
of
yeah, very much
curiosity,
so.
what's your
Hmm.
dream vehicle?
Hmm. Well, let's see. I think the one that I'd like to own the most is a Tommy Kyra Double Z, but I don't know that I would fit because I'm over 6 feet tall,
So
and
am I.
that's a small mid-engined Japanese two-seater. It's a really neat car though. What a cool design, man! It looks like sort of like if a Lotus Elise and a frog from an anime were somehow mushed together.
That sounds like a
It's
really fun car.
Yeah, it's such a cute, sweet little car, and it's definitely it's got some get up and go. Um, Now, let's see. So it is a Tommy Kyra double Z or a ZZ. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was conceived in 91, developed in 92, unveiled in 95, and then they made it from 96 to the year 2000. Not to be confused with the ZZ2. I like the original because it's got the, there it is. Yeah, I first found out about this car in Gran Turismo, and it's so cute. I'll pass you a link to an image. Maybe you can put it up on screen for people to see. But that right there, that one specifically is from Gran Turismo. But yeah, it's such a cute little car.
Oh wow, that's very cute.
Yeah, and I'd love to have one, but I honestly I don't know that I would fit. Like I could get my ass in the seat, but I don't know as far as like rotating into the seat and getting my legs under the dashboard I don't know about that.
I understand. That's like my dream car is one I also discovered in Gran Turismo. And I
Hmm.
know like you've seen me probably talk a lot about it and like you've probably seen me kind of meme about it. But like I have always wanted a Daihatsu midget.
Yep,
Like it is
perfectly understandable.
one of the coolest friggin' K trucks and I've always
Yeah,
wanted one. Like I
yeah, perfectly
discovered that
understandable.
shit when I was like I don't know, 4 or 5 and it was like, "Oh man, I need this."
Yeah, Gran Turismo 2 had the Daihatsu Midget 2, I want to say. And yeah, that was where I found out about it as well. And I thought, oh my God, that thing's adorable. And yeah, no, I have no idea if I could actually fit in that thing and close the doors. I feel like it would be like one of those little plastic kids cars, like
Even if you could fit
maybe I could cram myself into it, but I don't know that we could close the doors and I wouldn't be able to reach the pedals with my legs.
even if you could, do all that, isn't there kind of shitty legislation around the importing of K trucks?
Kinda. So they're in my state anyway. They're not entirely road legal because they only have a 660 cc engine. So insuring them is not 100% on the up and up as far as I'm aware. Now I have seen a Honda Beat on the road in my city, so I don't know. As far as like tiny cars, maybe. But also I don't know. Maybe the Honda Beat had a larger engine. But yeah, it's they're tricky because yeah, Honda beats a K car, yes. But they had oh wow, okay, so the Honda Beat at least had a 656 cc engine, so 660s barely larger. Um, so yeah, I don't know, that one was on the road just fine. But as far as like having one, driving it, so long as you don't take it on the road, you're fine. So if you wanted to buy one and drive it around your own property, you could. You know,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. I'm sure that it's different in every state, no doubt. No doubt. Certain states have different similarities in this and that. But as far as I'm aware, you can import pretty much anything as long as it's at least 25 years old.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's actually like that is pretty bad,
Mm.
but that's not as bad as I was expecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are further regulations. I'm sure there are. But those are the ones that I know about. Yeah. I think they've got to be at least 25 years old. I think. I think 25 is the cutoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, since we're talking about cars and
Mm.
car-based legislation, what is the worst
Hmm.
car that you don't believe should be considered road legal, despite the fact it is?
Is it as far as like cars I've driven or cars that other people drive poorly?
I'll leave that to your discretion.
As far as what I have driven and hated the most was a Ford Taurus.
Those things suck.
Yeah,
Understandable.
it was like a 96 Ford Taurus and yeah, it was awful. It was miserable climbing into it, climbing out of it, operating it. All of it was bad. I drove a what was that? It was a Shadow. Which make though? A Plymouth maybe? It was exactly the same as the Duster. I don't remember, but it's very small, four door, and that was better than the Ford Taurus. That Ford Taurus was fucking terrible. As far as cars that shouldn't be on the road, that I don't like, based on the way other people drive them, just get rid of. Well, okay, I say get rid of because they never cease to annoy me, but the drivers would just go to different makes and models and ruin those too. So they're sort of like containment cars in the same sense as Tumblr used to be containment for those people.
Yeah.
So I would actually sweep entire brands off the map. Gone.
What brands are those?
Mercedes, BMW, Infiniti, Acura, gone.
Understandable.
I mean, I like the older, Acura Integra, specifically the American one, actually, which is, I think, interesting because if you look at the Japanese and European models, they have square headlights, and the Japanese knew that Americans like round headlights, so they gave them round headlights here in America, but in North America, but everywhere else in the world they're square.
Okay.
It's kind of an interesting thing I learned thanks to Gran Turismo. Hey, let's give it up for Gran Turismo.
Hell yeah!
All right. But yeah, the brands have just become like, and I know that for years and years and years, Mercedes and BMW were known as being just the worst fucking drivers, and that has spilled over into Acura and Infiniti.
That is fair. I think for me.
Also,
oh, sorry.
God, I'm sorry. Yeah, just one more.
It's fine,
fucking
bro.
hate Infiniti anyway.
Infiniti
Because
sucks.
Infiniti, of course, as we know, is the luxury wing of Nissan. The 10th generation Nissan Skyline is actually the Infiniti G35, and I hate that thing. I love the Skyline, but I hate the G35, G37, all those. I hate them.
Very understandable.
Yeah.
Like, I have yet to see an Infiniti I don't hate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry.
I think some of the older Infinitis are okay. In terms of aesthetics, I think some of the older, it's like Lexus. Some of the older Lexus, oh yeah, I don't like Lexus either, yeah. But the older models, yeah, those are okay. But like it's, modern, they're all, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is, I think the worst vehicle I have ever had the misfortune of being in was an '09 Ford Fusion.
You
ever drive one of those?
No.
I
No.
had the misfortune of being in the passenger seat when the sperm donor was driving, and for whatever reason, those things have serious troubles with acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were at a stoplight, and I was watching him literally put his pedal to the metal, and it was sluggish to respond, even, to get up to speed.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, I'm normally, like, okay with Fords, but, like, no, never again. You will never see me behind the wheel or in the passenger seat of an '09 Fusion.
That's understandable.
Like, same with the 2010, because I hear at least some of them were just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah, there's, let's see. I mean, as far as like disappointing everything, I sold Toyotas for about a year in 2005. So the '06 model year was happening. The FJ Cruiser had its debut. You needed a special certification to be able to sell Scion, which didn't make any sense to me anyway. But
that's very strange.
The Toyota Yaris came out, and that little thing sucks. At least the early one.
Wasn't that the thing that they made a shitty Xbox shovelware game about?
I believe it was. I think there was a Yaris game. Yeah, I think there was. I'm gonna take a second and check that out.
I think it was literally called Yaris, even.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. That was released in 2007, according to Wikipedia.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. They absolutely did release. Yep. And that thing was, oh god, yep. I'm looking at images of it right now, and that's actually exactly what I drove, was that little 3-door. They call it. It's a hatchback, but they called it the 3-door, and yeah, that thing was just gutless. I mean, it was built for economy, sure, but I mean, a Prius is more fun to drive.
We have a 2014 Chevy Sonic here now. Like the very basic model,
Hmm.
literally. Like it's not the hatchback, but it's the regular sedan. This
Hmm.
thing has crank windows.
Hmm.
Nothing against that. This thing actually has some pretty okay shit in it.
Yeah,
You ever
I
drive one of those?
no, never driven a Sonic. No, but the crank windows. I always figured like when I have children, a child or multiple, I don't know. But anyway, if I ever have kids, what I want is crank windows. And the reason I want crank windows is because back in my day, we had to work for our air,
I mean, we basically
right?
have to with ours because the AC works when it wants to. Same with the heater.
Mm-hmm. I don't use AC.
We
I
occasionally
don't
do
even.
just because the heat here is not a dry heat. It's a very humid heat. We usually, where we're
Mm-hmm.
right on the coast, literally, like, it's
Mm-hmm.
a, if I were to walk out right now, it's a
Mm.
2 minute walk to the ocean.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, we
It.
see anywhere to, like, 99% humidity on any given day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It gets pretty seriously humid over here as well. Yeah. Now, of course, oh, I hear them right now. Oh, you guys don't know. You've never been to the South. Oh, you don't know from Southern. Actually, I have been in North Carolina in August, so I do know about how bad it gets. Yes, I do. And I'm thankful that things aren't that bad here in Portland, but they're still not pleasant.
If it weren't for the ocean, we also have a swamp quite literally in our backyard where I live.
Neat.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's have more humidity, more water in the air. Yeah, let's go.
Just fun shit, of
Mm-hmm.
course. And then if I were to go the opposite side of the ocean, go
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, 8 or 9 minutes, there is a freshwater stream.
Yeah, cool. More water. Sure, sure, sure.
Oh yeah. On one
Let's have
hand,
that.
hooray, it's a spring, means if for whatever reason the water's not working, we got water. But on the other
Yeah.
hand, holy fuck humidity.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, humidity is one of my least favorite aspects of being alive.
Yup.
Yeah, yeah. I think of all of the things that I've experienced in all of my years of being alive, I think humidity is one of my very least favorite. Yeah. I mean, uh, like I say, it's North Carolina, man. That was it was hellish. Um, hang on one second. Hang on.
No problem. You headed for a BRB then? Um. All right. Well, while he's
No,
gone.
sorry.
Oh,
Just
okay.
had
No
to deal
problem.
with my. It had to deal with my dork.
All good.
Yeah, he's going crazy because he's a horse. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll never forget, man, opening the door and getting hit with that air, and it's about as warm as a human body, and it's thick. There's a texture to the air. It's like
Yeah, it's like you can
walking
almost like
into
remember the
warm
Scooby
cotton.
remember the Scooby Doo cartoons?
Mm.
Like remember when it was so foggy that Scooby was literally freaking cutting donuts out of the air?
Hmm.
Like you
Yeah,
could
it
just
is like
about
that.
do that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's you're really aware of intruding. Like there's a feeling of intrusion. Like the air resents you taking up space, so it's gonna push in with all of its heat, all of the hot and the wet. Yeah, yep, absolutely. So I I don't know that I've ever been more thankful for air conditioning. You know.
I know. It's like if
Mm,
speaking of air conditioning, how
mm-hmm.
bad was that heat wave we got was it year before last? How bad was that for you guys?
Oh boy, I think it got up to like 100. So it was like 100 high teens, I want to say. Yeah, it was absolutely brutal. And actually, I live without AC.
Oh
I don't have
fuck.
air conditioning. Yeah, I don't have it in my house. I don't have it in my car. I don't have AC. So yeah, miserable. Yep, absolutely.
Things got so bad here. Even with our ACs, like I think the highest we saw was like 104, 105. I'd like to say.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to say it was like 115, 116 out here. Yeah.
and literally, even with the ACs, the lowest we could get it in that house.
Hmm.
I'm not even kidding here. Despite our best efforts, lowest we could get it to was about I'd like to say 78, and that was
78 is positively frosty though,
oh, true
comparatively,
enough. But like with two
right?
ACs going full blast plus two dehumidifiers just to try to get as much wet out of the air as you possibly could. Oh, that sucked. Because, like, the
Hmm.
heat's bad enough, but when your air is fucking tinged with malice
Yeah.
because of the humidity, like, holy fuck, man. Because,
Hmm.
like, on the peak, like, I think most of the time we were seeing, like, 80% humidity, if I recall correctly. Like, we never got too much below 50%. And even, like, as low as 50% was a kind of a rarity.
Yeah, I don't mind heat if it's dry. Like
Exactly. Give me
I've
dry heat
been
any day.
to I've been to New Mexico. I've been to Arizona. I've been there for, above 110-degree heat. No problem. For some reason, it being bone dry, I don't mind. And apparently, I've been told that's because all of the moisture that your skin would normally produce is just being sucked away. It all evaporates that quick. And you may not notice that you're getting dehydrated, and that's why it's so dangerous. But I like drinking water,
So do I. I have
so
a
that works out for me.
like with the way the heat was, I kept having to refill my water cooler because like we have the regular running water, but I also have a
Mm,
water cooler with a 5 gallon bottle for a reservoir.
mm,
Like I
mhm.
kept having to refill that because it was nice ice cold water like
Oh
every
yes.
like couple of days.
Yeah, I carry around. Everybody sees it and they go, "Oh, you must really like soda." No, I don't drink soda pop. Okay, I don't like Bone Hurt juice that much. Now, it is a 100-ounce insulated mug,
Ooh,
and
nice.
I carry it around pretty much everywhere I go, and it's always got ice water in it. Sometimes, if I'm feeling fancy, pinkies up, I put cucumber slices in it because cucumber water is the tits.
See, I'd have to
But
disagree. I'm more of a raspberry water kind of person.
they're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to like one, and not like the other.
Fair
I like
enough, but
raspberry
like
water too.
on the year we had the heat wave,
Mm.
like the cucumbers, like we were growing cucumbers and they turned out so fucking strange. Like the texture was
Oh, well,
wrong, the
yeah,
flavor was wrong, and these
yeah.
fuckers grew massive. I've never seen cucumbers grow that big.
Well, that sounds more like a zucchini
And they
at that
had
point.
a weird, like, hairy, spiky texture on the outside, too.
Oh, yeah, that does happen sometimes. Yeah, with different. Yeah, they get a little Larry sometimes. Yeah.
Like, I'm not even
But
kidding here when I'm saying they were probably, like, 4 foot, like, maybe not quite 4 foot, like 3.5, maybe? But still, big ass
yikes.
cucumbers.
Yeah, those are
Like,
huge.
and these were supposed to be just regular pickling cucumbers, too. Like, I'm not sure what the hell was
Yeah,
up that
that's
year.
bizarre. You probably caught some weird GMO shit. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, nah, man. I mean, putting all different type of stuff in water, sure. But ultimately, I think the point is staying hydrated. I think that's the main thing. Something else that few people know. It's time for a FETUSBERRY fun fact. Cucumbers are technically berries.
I did not know that. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, and so are bananas.
That I did know.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yep, cucumbers are technically berries, yes.
It's funny, though, you speak about being hydrated. As we're talking, I have
Mm.
a gallon jug right now full of
Mm-hmm.
water that I am drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cold too, because the perks of living up here, where it's cold, like especially where I'm in a camper, the floors get cold, so I don't need to put this in the fridge.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Fucking
Yeah,
sucks first thing in the morning though, when you're cold as hell and gotta take a piss. Like just placing your
yeah.
bare feet on the
That
cold floor.
That would suck. It's one of the things that's nice about the insulated mug is I don't ever have to replace the ice except like once a day.
Fair
That's
enough.
nice. Yeah. But being cooler, keep it closer to the floor and ice lasts a little longer.
Talking of like going back to the weather topic, how was
Mm.
how was you guys' weather affected this year by the wildfires?
It really was not that bad this year.
See, that's interesting because here with the wildfires, this like it affected at least where I lived in Maine's weather systems majorly. We've we had maybe in all like maybe a month's worth, and definitely not consecutively, of sun at most. Otherwise, it's just been gray or rainy here.
Yeah, it's I mean, I wish I could say we had more rain, but we don't. Also, here's another fun little FETUSBERRY fun fact. Portland, it's known for its rain. Seattle gets more rain than we do annually,
I'm
but
not
they're not
surprised.
they're not known for that. Well, it's more northerly, sure, but yeah, no, people don't know that for whatever reason. I don't know why. Seattle's not known for its rain. They're known for their heroin and their music scene,
See,
but not
that's
their rain.
interesting because, like, here on the East Coast, like, when you hear
Mm.
people talking about rainy, like, areas, they don't say Portland, they say Seattle.
That's very strange indeed. A lot of people come here to Portland from other places, and they're like, "Man, you guys get so much rain." And I say, "No, Seattle gets more rain than we do. That's why they're the Emerald City."
I,
And people are like, "What? What? They're what? Oh, what?" Yeah, they're all blown away.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. And they're also forever the home of the Seattle Supersonics. I'm not calling them anything else.
Hell yeah, man. They're still the
NBA
Supersonics in
Jam,
my heart.
NBA Jam for life.
Hell yeah.
Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, buddy.
I guess
Mm-hmm.
going to games like NBA Jam, what's your favorite game you wish would make a comeback, but not from the modern AAA Yahoos?
Okay, so at this point, it's really really hard for me to separate that, right? Because everything that gets remade turns out to be just dog shit. But if if I'm going to name one and say that it would be remade the right way, I like well, let's see, I like Parodius. That's a cool one.
That's very fun.
Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo would be a good one. Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction would be a good one. Champions in Orath actually would
Hell
be a good
yeah.
one. Mm-hmm.
See, I want to see a comeback of Diablo clones again. Because, like, the modern
Yeah,
Diablo scene since Diablo 3 has been
yeah.
shit.
To uh, to that end, I would recommend if you haven't played already, Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor.
I love that game. I got it for free on
Yeah.
back when Games for Gold was still a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a very good one.
Did you ever play the Fate series?
No.
They're on Steam and GOG. It's like Fate, Fate Undiscovered Realms, Fate the Traitor Soul, and then Fate the Cursed King. Now, the Cursed King has some serious issues, but the other ones work perfectly fine.
I'm gonna have to look into those.
They're like the first one came out 2005, the last one came out 2013, I'd like to say, and
Yeah.
killed the series. Like the Cursed King is, in my opinion, terrible, not just because of all the software instabilities, but because it killed the series.
It's a cursed title.
Oh damn!
Yeah, the cursed king. Well, that'll happen though.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, a lot of games coming out ruining shit. Well, like Diablo 4 or Diablo Immortal or
snore.
whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah. Yeah, that's one that absolutely no, I'm good. I don't need that. Oh, and the Diablo 2 revival as well. Yeah, fuck that too.
I've actually played the Diablo 2 revival. Like, I hate that they killed off OG Diablo 2, but like, it could be worse, I figure.
Fuck Blizzard.
Oh yeah, fuck Blizzard, hell yeah.
Could be worse doesn't mean it's good, you know?
Yeah. Like, that's why I actually just recently got Devolution X installed on my PC, just that way I could play
Nice.
Diablo plus Hellfire properly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, nice.
I gotta say
Yeah.
though, like that game is borderline unplayable if you have it at anything above like even 720p. Like you can play it at 1080p, but the things are so small, the menus, that it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, shoot. I mean, I don't know. Like as far as the like older PC games, I don't know. I haven't been doing a lot of those lately, but I did. Well, I don't know. I've been going to or I've been checking out what is that? My Abandonware or abandon
I think it's My
I don't know.
Abandonware, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. That one in Abandonia. Mhm.
Have you played Darkest of Days?
No.
Like for a game that does absolutely deserves the sequel, it's
Mhm.
good, but it is such a shame it was abandoned. It was a
Mhm.
time travel FPS. You started out in the Civil War, and then you went like even to the future.
Okay, I was aware of that game. I remember that coming out. I remember wanting to play it. I just completely forgotten about it over the years. Yeah.
I got it on the Xbox 360 back in the day and absolutely loved it.
Man, those were the day.
You ain't kidding. It's crazy, like just how much gaming fell off, like from, like just as soon as 2013 hit. Really.
Yeah, round about there. I mean, we've got some shining examples here and there, and I don't know. I'm bitter about the whole thing. I'm really looking forward to another crash, man. I can't wait. Can't
We're
happen soon enough.
like we're all looking forward to a crash at this point. It seems like, because it's like
Oh, I
holy
hope so.
shit! Like there's all these amazing games that had been coming out, and then
Hmm.
just all of a sudden, shit, shit,
Hmm.
shit, mediocre, shit,
Oh yeah.
shit. Okay, mediocre,
So
shit.
it's like it's mostly smaller developers doing good work these days. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The industry is in a really bad spot.
Speaking of garbage fires, did you play the Walking Dead Destinies?
God no.
I
I
actually
fucking hate
did.
Walking Dead.
Like
No, I hate Walking Dead. I'm not. Nope. Not interested.
even the comics.
Yeah, yeah. I stopped reading about the time they were in the prison.
Fair enough. I actually
Yeah.
quite loved the comics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they were extremely popular, and it's not even necessarily that it's bad. It's just not anything that I'm into. I'm kind of zombied out.
That's fair. Like I never really
Uh,
got like huge into the zombie craze except for like remember back when YouTube had all the zombie machinimas and everything from the up and coming indie creators? When I say up
oh,
and
back
coming,
in the
but like
day.
back when people really gave a shit and were really
Yeah.
just going out of their way, just showing their creative passion. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the kind of zombie shit I really, really enjoy.
Well, there's what zombie with a shotgun. That one's actually pretty cool as
Zombie
far
with a
as mod.
shotgun?
Yeah, as far as modern zombie stuff goes, zombie with a shotgun. It's on Amazon Prime. I know the creator and Kyle Hester, I want to say his name is. We're mutuals, been mutuals for a long time. I think actually he's working on a second one right now. But yeah, zombie with a shotgun. As far as modern zombie stuff, recent zombie stuff goes, that one's actually quite cool.
I think
Oh shit! Hey, I didn't realize what time it is, man. I gotta go.
it's all good, man. Before you go, watch
Yeah,
Pontypool. It's from 2008. Great film.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Pontypool. Got it.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man. You too.
All right, guys. That was another episode of TaterCast. If you wish to see more, hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Hell yeah!